Oh, good day, my dear friends. Today we are going to make review of this beautiful watch. Yes, and if you're wondering, this is an original Komandirskie, and I'm very sorry for my non-Russian pronunciation, dating back from 1986 or before that. My uncle went on a trip to the Soviet Union in 1986 and he brought home a lot of watches as souvenirs. Among these watches there was this particular model, and there were other watches which I will review on the channel. Let's get this bad boy out of its cushion. Now, of course, the strap is not the original one. The watch actually came with no strap whatsoever, and the box in which the watch came was this very simple plastic box. You can see that there's this symbol here, which, but it might be wrong, and please tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong, is the symbol of the Vostok watch company. Once again, I might be wrong. And this plastic box contained just the watch with no strap. And you can see that there's this very simple kind of internal strap on which the watch was secured. There was something that I've lost along the years, and it was a small piece of paper with something in Cyrillic written on it, and I'm so sorry, but I've lost it. But at least I have the box, and you can see that the box has some cracking and some yellowing due to the passing of time. Well, let's put the box away. But the watch is in very good shape, and I have to tell you that I had this watch serviced about a year ago. The cost for servicing this watch was higher than that of buying a new one, but then again, you cannot buy one of these Soviet Union Komandirskie anymore, and I don't know if you can read it, CCCP, which is the SSSR, former Soviet Union. And also I think that this says made in the SSSR, but if you want more accurate information, I suggest you check out a YouTube channel run by my friend Michael, in which you will find more information about Russian watches. So let's have a look at this one. And when I had it serviced, the watchmaker completely cleaned everything that was inside here, and we will have a look at the back later on. And also the lume on this watch, which was actually radioactive, so the watchmaker told me, specifically the lume on the hour and minute hands, and there were pieces of lume all over the dial. The watch was not running, so the only thing which is not original is the lume on the two hands. You can see that there's actually a difference in color between the dots where the hour numbers are and the lume on the hands, and that's because the lume on the hands is new, whereas the lume of the dots is the original. Well, let's have a look at this watch. It has, in my opinion, a beautiful sunburst green dial. Look at it. The numbers are printed on. Of course, everything is printed on. There's this parachute and airplanes drawing here, or symbol here, a red star at the 12 o'clock position. You have your date window, very useful, and you have the red second hand sweetly sweeping. It says 17 stones, 17 rubies. Let's have a look at the bezel. The bezel is not unidirectional. You can rotate it in both directions. This is not purely a diving watch, or I don't think it is a diving watch at all, but it has a screw down crown. Let me screw down the crown for you. You see that it's, I hope you can see that it's quite wobbly. Anyway, it is a screw down crown, so one would expect that this is at least water resistant, and so they tell me that it's written on the back here, something like Vodo I'm sorry, I can't read Cyrillic, but Mr. Google Translate told me that this means water resistant. look at the case back. If you check out Cool Watches review on Michael's channel, he will tell you about the mechanism that keeps the water out of these watches. I think that even though this is a watch from 1986, modern watches have more or less the same kind of waterproofing, but I might be wrong. The strap, I just put a strap that to me looked sporty and water friendly. Nothing much to say about the strap. The case material, I don't know with absolute certainty. This looks like steel, or it could be some kind of chromed metal. I will write the weight somewhere on the screen. It's not that heavy, above all if we consider the fact that this has plastic strap. And let's get some measurements. So we have a case diameter of 38.8, so 39 mil, excluding the crown, and with the crown we are at about 42.7. So this is an ideal size for small wrists like mine, but I don't think that this watch will look small on bigger wrists. Let's check the lug to lug of the very important measurement, and it's 44 mil. This is ideal for me. Let's check the thickness. And thickness is 10.7. I forgot to tell you that the crystal is a slightly domed crystal. I'm pretty sure that this is acrylic, so no mineral glass and no sapphire for sure. But this watch, I can tell you, I've worn this not a lot because I'm afraid of ruining it given its archaeological value, but I've worn this for days and days and it keeps good time. It is not accurate like a radio controlled digital watch. It is not accurate like a Grand Seiko, but it's accurate enough. And I really must say that it looks terrific in my humble opinion. It gives you the impression of being really sturdy, even though a bit on the rough side. I really love this watch, and I think that you can get a very similar kind of watch from some online stores. If I'm lucky enough, I'll have the chance of putting affiliate links in the descriptions. For now, the channel is just at its beginning, but look at this beauty. And let's have a wrist shot, shall we? And this is the watch on my 6.5 inches or 16.5 centimeter wrist. I think it doesn't look too big, but not that much. It is not that thick. The lugs are a bit curved, so they wrap your wrist quite comfortably. What can I say? I love this watch. And this is one of those watches that, of course, you don't need if you have another watch, but man, this is quite a piece of modern archaeology to have, and I'm so grateful to my uncle who brought this back from the Soviet Union back in the mid-80s. Have a look at it. I don't think there's much more than I can tell you, apart from please put a thumb up. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Arabic numerals all the way to 11, except for the 3, which of course is the place where the date window. So that's it for this watch, and I'll see you on the next of wooden watch you don't need.